Hello again, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of the 8060 Rule. I'm Mark, and I am 61, soon to be 62. And this over here is Greg, right?
Hello, everyone. I'm Greg, and I'm 82. And thank you for listening.
Right. This is where we get together and just see what happened over the past previous few days.
See what people are going to use, what's in the paper, see what people are talking, and we try and take things from there. See if we can have a discussion over it.
Right. So the big news story this week, of course, is what, Greg?
34 counts. A jury convicted former President Donald Trump on 34 counts. What do you think?
I think that a jury convicted him, a grand jury indicted him, a jury convicted him. I think myself, since you asked, when people get to hear the facts and not just their particular news station's version of the facts, when people have to sit there and listen to the facts, they usually make the right decision. And they made the right decision, I think, after listening to all the facts and information.
Okay. All right. I agree with you.
This was not, because the big spin now from the Republican side of things is to say this was rigged. They're using Trump's words. Trump said 2016 was rigged. He said 2020 was rigged. He says, every sort of bad news against him is rigged. I'm kind of tired of the baby mentality of wah, 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 everything's against me. And also I'm talking about like Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, and all these people who come running saying it's rigged. No, it's not. And it's not. You're just saying that because you love power. That's it.
Okay. All right. It's, you think, okay, let's move on to another one. I'm not trying to.
I just want to say that we have to respect juries.
Yeah.
They heard the facts. They made their decision.
Yeah.
It was unanimous. There wasn't.
Let's just trust the process, whatever happens,
right. That's what I mean. Yep.
Yeah. What bothers me more than that, the classified documents. That's things all over the house, all over this is when you're talking about that, you're talking about my security.
Your security is in Mar-a-Lago's baño.
Yeah. That bothers me. That's the number one to me. Me. The one, the 34 counts is stormy days. Well, anyway, so.
Well, I think that 34 counts is a big deal because that's what let it all off. It was right after the Access Hollywood. It was, we got to lie so people don't know the truth about me.
Yeah. So. And the classified document, I'm still remembering everything in the bathrooms all over the house.
What I remember about that is that of him refusing to give it back.
Yeah.
This would be a non-story, a non-issue if we just gave him back and said, "Oh yeah, okay, here." That's it. Nobody was looking for trouble.
Yeah.
But once again, he's of the mindset where he just can't say, "Oops, sorry, I'll give them back." It's just not part of.
That's the smartest thing to do.
Right. Yeah. Right.
All right. Let's. Something I saw this in the paper, and worker shortages. A guy in a federal prison because they weren't getting health care because of staff shortages. He faked a
suicide.
Suicide, yes, thank you. Faked a suicide in order to get help, and help came, and so they put him into the hospital.
So he had a physical thing going on, wasn't getting paid attention to because of the shortages. So he said, "Okay, I'm going to kick it up. I'm going to fake this, so then they have to pay attention."
Yeah.
And that was based on what you were saying was worker shortages in the federal prison system.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Let's give you some facts here, okay? The country's first military band, the United States Marine Band, known as the President's Zone, was formed by an act of Congress in 1798.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to put that in there.
All right.
1798.
All right. They got a
I was
little, yeah.
thinking of that 220 years ago.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's always pretty impressive when the military band comes up and starts playing something at one of the events at the White House.
Yeah,
I always think it's kind of cool. It's like, yeah,
yeah,
these guys are good. Yeah. It's like,
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah. So it's another one here. I'll say this to you. There are currently about 390,000 children in foster homes, foster care in the United States.
I would think it'd
I
be more. 390,000?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess that's a lot, but I would think it would be more. I had
I
a
could,
I had a foster brother when I was growing up.
yeah.
I almost said Foster Brooks, but that's a different guy altogether than only
You have a,
people our age.
you have a foster brother?
What?
You have a foster brother, you said?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah. He lived with us. My parents had a foster son when I was growing up.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of people who do some really nice stuff with foster care.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought the number was going to be higher, but that's probably a pretty high number anyway. But yeah, hats off to Foster. Let me take my hats off to Foster, uh, the whole Foster idea there.
Okay. I know this is in sports, but I'll say it now here. It was interesting with the NBA games. This season, the National Basketball Association levied $765,000 in fines to players and coaches for criticism or inappropriate conduct or both toward officials, up from $385,000
Wow.
last season.
So it'll almost double.
Yeah.
Wow. What does that mean? That means something. What does that mean? What does that tell you?
That
Respect
means
for respect for authority is going out the window.
Yeah, that means coaches are good. Like they were saying, like I was reading about coaches, like maybe they should have like always a veteran coach, never have three rookies refereeing a game.
Well, a veteran referee.
Yeah, well, one of them should be make sure it's always a veteran referee.
Yeah, I think the NHL I think does something like that. Well, baseball does it, right? Doesn't baseball do it with crew chiefs?
Yeah,
You'll always hear when they introduce the umpires before the game, and the crew chief is Laz Diaz or somebody. So it's usually so. Doesn't the NBA do that? They don't.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
And they
that
finally
yeah.
got
So
in baseball. They finally got he finally retired, Angel Hernandez.
oh yeah, I saw that this week. Um, I have mixed things on that just because he was terrible. Like I don't know, I watch a lot of I'm of the age where I watch like YouTube clips where I just scroll down like this, and there would always be an Angel Hernandez blown call. Look at this one. Look at this one. And and then when I saw that he retired, I went, oh my God, I hope he's not having like a breakdown because he gets a lot of grief.
Something said that. Why couldn't they get rid of the unions?
What was it? I think it was complicated. Yeah, unions. I think he sued MLB for
Yeah,
discrimination, I think, right?
yeah.
So it was probably it was like a catch-22. It's like, okay, we know this guy's terrible, but we can't fire him because he's already got a lawsuit against us for discrimination. I don't know what that was based on. I have no idea. Um, oh, I think it was because they didn't select him to be in the postseason because don't they
Yeah,
always? Yeah, I think that's what it was. They grade him throughout the year, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So, um, oh,
I thought she was well. Okay, let's go to Bill Walton,
ooh,
71 years old. He died this past week.
yeah,
Um, I always liked Walton.
yeah,
I
me
didn't.
too.
To be candid with you, this is the truth. I didn't get all his stuff that he did, like in the booth and all that stuff. And sometimes he overtalked. Come on. But he was excellent.
Yeah, he was great. And you and I both remember his UCLA days.
Yeah, Yeah.
where it was the story of, a 4 year story there, because it was like they were unbeatable.
Unbelievable.
Um, and it was really, wouldn't you say that that was like really kind of the start of college basketball being part of a not just a unique little side show. It became like the main event for a few years there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, with the UCLA Bruins and John Wooden and
Yeah.
Bill Walton. And then I remember when he got drafted by, I think, the Portland Trailblazers. Um, had the long hair, the headbands, so it was kind of like, it was like, okay, he's not this kid from UCLA. Now he's this like hippie NBA guy, and unfortunately knee injuries. But then he reinvented himself to being this Hall of Fame passer
Yeah.
with Boston.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he tell me, Mark. They said he went to 100 Grateful Dead concerts. Tell me, you know anything about that? I don't have no clue about the Grateful Dead, other than I don't like their name.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no, it's a pretty good name. Grateful Dead. I don't know. It's kind of cool. So when they talk about like that, he would have been like, he was probably one of the original Deadheads, where you would just travel around the country to see their shows.
Yeah.
And they were just known for doing really uh um like long sets, really, like no two shows were the same. And it was just where the music took them is where that concert went. So Bill Walton was fell in love with the Grateful Dead, and he was one of the first promoters of that band in terms of like celebrities and things like that. So, and then I loved him in the booth. He was just great. And his enthusiasm, I thought, was contagious.
Yeah. I saw that, but sometimes it looked like he went overboard. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. That's just, I guess, taste, right? It's like, if you have Bill Walton as your color guy, you don't want him sitting there going like, monotone humdrum. He's going to be enthusiastic. So
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
see that. I didn't read the article, but I saw that Greg Olson was commenting on being the number two guy instead of the number one guy when they bring in Tom Brady for the
Right.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't read the comments, and it was probably one of those just clickbait headlines trying to get you to click it. But I haven't heard. Has Greg Olson ever has he said anything? Is he okay with this or what?
I haven't heard anything since then,
Yeah.
since the
All right.
article.
So we'll see. I mean, once they start training camp in July and stuff, and they start doing some games, it'll be interesting to see how Tom Brady is. And that just came about because I was talking about Bill Walton in the booth. Was many people only know him as an announcer, not as a player. So, all right, we should probably wrap things up. Did you have anything else on your list?
Oh no, thank you. How was your Memorial Day?
It was good. It's like a week ago. I don't really remember it, but it was good. It was good.
Was it Monday? Yeah.
Yeah. So everything's good. So hopefully everybody has a good week, and we'll talk again.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening.
All right. Nice talking to you, Greg.
Talking to you likewise, Mark. Take care. Bye.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.